Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Titans take over first.
The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. On first down, Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown.
Ryan Tannehill.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A.J. Brown. A gain of 11. Brings up second.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Tannehill's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Throwing on second down. Tannehill. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Titans.
Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Tannehill.
A good pickup there at 22.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara.
Alvin Kamara on the
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 16 carries, 66 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Kamara.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Sam Sloman is on. This from 36 yards out.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Titans 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game.
Number 25, Marlon Mack.
A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Kari Willis there to bring him down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
And it's 3rd.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
Colts 7, Titans 3.
Set to go on offense once more. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they had plenty.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted by
the CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Roughing the pass. closer defense.
Can't do that, man.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll run it with Kamara. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans have taken the lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Sammy Watkins. Incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
At the 29-yard line.
Open man is Trey Burton. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he stopped immediately there.
He was taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Tannehill. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. You know, their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true, because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. Back to Taylor on first down. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one into the hands of Burton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He was covered by Kevin Byers.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Christian.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
28-yard gain.
That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara.
The 44-yard.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Alvin Kamara on the carry.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tannehill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Taylor. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
2-yard pickup.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A 7-yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
And it's third down.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Again, Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
He's out of bounds behind the line.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Colts 10.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start in Foxborough with an AFC East matchup as it's Miami visiting New England. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. Cam Newton with a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Burton here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards picking up the first.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
This is Mack on the counter. Mack gets hit and the ball is free. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Recovered by.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 28 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
13.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
The 31-yard line.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith.
Tannehill's pass.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
Tannehill's pass.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Titans first down.
Throwing again is Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 2-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
3rd down. And
here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have once again taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Sam Sloman now for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Ryan Tannehill sacked. A fumble on the play.
They will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside.
Tannehill's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up second.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Tannehill. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Johnny Smith. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Hardman. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At their 48-yard line.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
42-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
back to throw again. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Taylor. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
they'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Tannehill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
DeForest Buckner. Ryan Tannehill sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled. And now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First and 10, Taylor now. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
At the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
they'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Colts, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Freaky.